The first time I had peas was in a Filipino dish called chop suey, a colorful vegetable medley that often includes peas. I honestly don't remember if I loved them back then, but one thing's for sure, I absolutely enjoy them now. Once I started learning the basics of gardening, peas quickly made it to the top of my must-grow list. Freshly picked peas are crisp, sweet, and nothing like the ones from the store, which, by the way, can be surprisingly expensive. That just gave me even more motivation to grow them myself for the simple joy, for the flavor, and for the stories that come with every harvest. Hey friends, welcome back to Gingerfoot Garden. I'm Lani, your gardening friend here in Maryland Zone 7. Today, I'm excited to show you how I grow peas in my small backyard garden. If you've never grown peas before or if you tried it once and didn't have much success, this video is for you. I'll walk you through exactly how I grow peas step by step right here in my little garden space. And trust me, if I can do it, so can you. Peas are cool season crops, which means you want to plant them when the weather is still chilly. In Maryland Zone 7, I sow peas outdoors around mid-February to early March and again in late August for fall crop. If you're in a different zone, check your local frost dates and plant 4 to 6 weeks before your last spring frost. There are three main types of peas you can grow and each has its own charm. First up are snap peas. These are plump, crunchy, and sweet, and you can eat the whole pod. My favorite variety is Super Sugar Snap, but Pink Blush is another beautiful and tasty option. Next are snow peas. These flat, tender pods are perfect for stir fries. I love growing golden sweet, not just because they taste great, but because their yellow pods are so easy to spot among the green vines. The third type is the shelling peas, also known as English peas. These are known for the round piece inside the pods, which you shell before eating. I don't usually grow them myself because I prefer the convenience and texture of eating the whole pods like the snap and snow peas. If you're working with limited space, look for compact or dwarf varieties. Tom Thumb is the one I've tried and it's perfect for small pots or vertical planters like green stalks. And even the taller varieties can do really well in containers or vertical gardens with just a little bit of creative support. Here are the simple steps I follow when planting peas. Step number one is to install your trellis first before planting. Peas need something to climb as they grow, and setting up your support ahead of time helps prevent disturbing the roots later. There are lots of options. You can use garden netting, DIY solutions, or metal frames made specifically for peas. My personal favorite is the grid-like structure called remesh wire, which is typically used in construction. It can rust over time, so I spray mine with cold galvanizing paint to help protect it. I've attached it to a wall trellis from Vigo Garden and it works beautifully. Another great option is cattle panel, if you can find it easily. Step number two is to loosen the soil and mix in compost. Healthy roots starts with well-prepared soil. Flop it up and add compost to give your peas the best start. Step number three is to sow your seeds about 1 inch deep and 2 inches apart. Peas actually like being planted close together. They help support each other as they grow. Now you might wonder, should I soak the seeds before planting? I've tried both ways and haven't noticed a big difference in germination. In fact, once I soaked them too long and they started to rot, so now I skip soaking them. But give it a try for yourself. You may find that works best in your garden. Step number four is mulch after sowing. A layer of mulch helps regulate soil temperature, retain moisture, and encourage healthy germination. Step number five is to water gently and consistently. Keep the soil moist but not soggy. In cooler weather, you may not need to water as often, but check the soil regularly to make sure it doesn't dry out. You should start seeing your pea seedlings sprout within 9 to 13 days after planting. Now, because my backyard garden isn't fully fenced, animals like deer can easily wander in and turn my plants into a buffet. One of the best strategies I've found is wrapping each raised bed with netting. Make sure the netting is tall enough to cover the full height of the plant. I learned this the hard way. This year, the deer munched on the tops of my peas in the area I didn't secure properly. Thankfully, the plants bounced back and still produced some pods, just like what you see right here. But it was a reminder of how important protection is. Peas are also nitrogen-fixing plants, which means they naturally pull nitrogen from the air and add it to the soil. Because of that, you should avoid using nitrogen-rich fertilizer. Too much nitrogen will cause the plant to grow a lot of leaves but produce very few pods. When it comes to watering, only water when the top inch of the soil feels dry. This helps prevent powdery mildew, which is a common issue with peas, especially in humid or overcrowded conditions. Keep an eye out for aphids. You can often just squish them when you spot them, and if your garden has good natural biodiversity, natural predators like ladybugs will often take care of the problem for you. If needed, spray them off with water or use neem oil as a last resort. For mildew, proper spacing and avoiding overhead watering make a big difference. I usually see the signs of powdery mildew when the plant is nearing the end of its season, and for me, that's often the cue to cut the plants down and transition to the next crop. When I remove peas, I cut the stem at soil level instead of pulling them out. Leaving the roots in place keep the soil structure healthier and allows those nitrogen fixing benefits to stay in the soil longer. You'll know when it's time to harvest when the pods are plump but still tender. For snap and snow peas, check every 1 to 2 days so you don't miss that perfect stage. For shelling peas, wait until the pods are full and round. The more you pick, the more your plants will produce. Peas naturally grow upright, which makes them a great choice for small space gardens. Since they grow vertically, you can easily plant low-growing crops like garlic or strawberries in the same bed to maximize your space. If you've never grown peas before, I hope this video has inspired you to give it a try. Let me know in the comments what variety of peas are you most excited to grow. I got a harvest of some peas right here, so let's eat some of this. This is honestly one of the best garden snacks. Sweet and crunchy. And as always, if you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more space gardening tips, and share it with a friend who could use a little garden joy today. Until next time, happy gardening! See you in the next video.